do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick 1st down.
40. 180. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Slam, slam. 8. Great. 8. Here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back. Check 3. Hatchet. Out.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
53 Let's go. Let's bring it. Kid. Watch out. Go. Check nickel.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
He's crossing. He's good. Watch the safety creep.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
52's the mic. 52's the mic. We got to step it up. Check the backer.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, Swift, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
From his goal line here, Newton. That's complete to DK Metcalf. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
20.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 44, Newton going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go play action here on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ready? 20. 36.
On 2nd and 12. Newton over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check three. 8.
Here's Grant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Gun. Express! 53, check 53. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
No, check that. We're going to Mike 50.
Operating from the gun, Fields. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and off play action. Fields. He's going to let this one go deep. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Strong right. Hey,
following the penalty, it's Johnson. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Off the play fake, Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Newton now to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, as his guys are in for 6. Well, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now they try the right side here. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is fielded at the 7. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Newton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton as his guys continue to pour it on. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 53. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, the 20, And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 62 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Johnson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second and 10 on the Seahawks 10-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Now Newton on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Under crunch. Watch it.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
From the gun, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now at Ford Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And taken right on the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Cam fighting, he lost the football, it's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Fields looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him. Taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. On the toss, here's Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Lions on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Express! Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw on third down. Fields eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They come out here in the I.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Jim, X3. Jim, X3. Check 9.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over.